I'm gonna go over the shoulder locking armbar one more time, and then we're gonna go into mission control, and then a way to get to the dead orchard or triangle armbar from there. So I'm gonna sit up, grab his head, easy shoulder locking armbar. A few ways to do this. We could do it focusing on the grip, but this one just focuses on elbow control. So keep my collar tie, hand on the elbow. And what we need on this one is his elbow ahead of my hip and his hand within my silhouette. So I go hips up, hips down, elbow inside my silhouette. I go foot on the hip, and I'm gonna pull my hip up to his armpit. Then I bring my head over to the right and my right foot over my left knee. Bring my left leg over his head, and I'm stabbing into his back, crossing my feet, pinching my knees, and then bringing my hips up as well. So now we're one shape, like connected through this triangle. So I have my hips up, and a good finish. Always go hips up first, so that you have the ability to continue to adjust. If I go flat here, it's much easier to stack me. To get out of this, he could just bring his head over to the left, over my right shoulder, and then he pulls his elbow back, and then he's cleared me off. So you can also just fire up, but by doing the foot on the hip, hip up to the armpit, curl, we're measuring where we need to be, where we need to land. So we're taking a picture of that, and then once you're comfortable with that, one more, then you can just fire it up. And we have the same finishes, same adjustments. Okay, so the setup we're gonna use, the setup we're gonna use this time is a sit-up. So I'm gonna go sit up, chest to chest, and now Alex is gonna put his hands on my shoulders and then drive me back down. I'm gonna keep his head, and I'm gonna go both feet on the hips, and I'm gonna bring my hips up, keeping his head down, but I also have to make sure that his hips don't, his elbows don't slip below my hips or my thighs. So I'm keeping my hips up, blocking his elbows, bring my leg up. And this is our mission control. Now, from here, I'm gonna bring this knee out in front of his shoulder. So I'm pushing off of his shoulder with my knee, and my head's going to move over to the left as I push with the right knee. Now I can use that to lock a triangle that way, or we can lock it on that side. Lift the hips, and then same kind of finish. Sometimes you're gonna have a hard time getting their hand across the midline, or they'll hug the hip here. Not necessarily, if you go all the way out, then it's a different path. But like your elbow, yeah. So here, I'll reach through, and I'll go palm, grab a bunch of hair. All right, so I'll go palm to palm, and then I can use that to pull his elbow. Like, try to keep it there a little bit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So here, now with that push of the knee, that's gonna help me bring his arm across. And then we have our finish. Shoulders locked pretty good. Okay, let's get it, guys. 1, 2, 3. Nice.
Yeah, Again, Steve.
So sit up. He's gonna push my shoulders back down. That's the head. Now I'm gonna stretch him out with my legs, so I'm extending, and that's gonna help me put the feet on the hips. Now I go leg up the back, underhook the shin. Now the cue that was really helpful in the last reps was after I get to mission control, bring my knee to my shoulder and then kick him away. So I'm gonna go here, and then I'm kicking with my hamstring. And that's gonna help me get most of the angle I need. And then I just need to make sure that my hip stays blocking his elbow so he can't pull his arm out. Now, to tighten this, I'm gonna go right foot, up his back, and now I grab it. Because I wanna switch this. I don't want my arm stuck inside my triangle. It just makes it hard for me to have clean finishing details. So I'm going to pull this out, and I grab it the other way. Now I can lock it, and then I don't have to worry about pulling my arm out when I do the triangle. So one more time.